Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups got arrested by the FBI. So today we're spinning the wheel of criminals until they win a championship together. We're starting with just Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier on the team, and a bunch of 40 overall me's. And in their first season together, they go a whopping 0-82. But Chauncey and Terry finished second and third in MVP behind Jokic. Chauncey Billups averaged 40 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals a game. And Terry Rozier averaged 35 and 13 as a 74 overall. But every season, we're gonna spin a wheel of NBA players who have also gotten arrested to get them some teammates. There are so many players on this list, I can't believe this many players got arrested. And first on the list, we're gonna get Jason Kidd. So now we have 3 quality NBA players, really 2 because Terry Rozier is a 74. But the only problem is all 3 of them are point guards, so Terry Rozier's gonna have to play the 3. Jason Kidd just won the Defensive Player of the Year. He finished second in MVP, and Terry and Chauncey are on the second team. Chauncey's down to 28 points per game, and Terry Rozier still averaged 31 points a game. And after adding Jason Kidd to the team, the Wizards won 2 games. They beat the Hornets by 1. This Jason Kidd stat line is insane. And towards the very end of the season, they beat the Trailblazers by 16. But we're aiming for a championship, so let's get a new name on the wheel here. And this time, we're gonna land on Jason Williams. So now we have 4 point guards in our starting lineup. That's not great, but it's definitely better than these 40 overalls. Here's everyone's averages this season. Jason Kidd was second in MVP again. And let's hope they won at least more than 2 games. They're gonna win 5. But we still have a long way to go. Let's just get somebody that's not a point guard. And on the wheel, we're gonna land on Terry Cummings. It took long enough, but we finally have a big man on the team. And with an actual big man on the team, the Wizards are gonna win 16 games. And they're finally not the sole worst team in the league, so that's progress. And to add to the team, let's see what criminal we're gonna get next. And we are gonna land on Jonas Valanciunas. So now we can run a 6-man lineup with Jason Williams off the bench. And now that we have 2 bigs, let's see how the Wizards did. They're still the 15th seed, even though they won 25 games. But they're officially not the worst team in the league anymore. Let's see if we can get a small forward here, because our point guards can play shooting guard. And now we're gonna get David Wingate. I'm not gonna lie, I know the name, but I have no idea who he is or what position he plays. The good part is he can play small forward, but the bad part is he's a 73 overall. Hey, it's better than a 40 though. And with David Wingate on the team now, the Wizards win 1 more game than last season. I mean, at least they're not a bottom 3 team in the league this season, but improving by 1 game is crazy. Let's see if we can get a good player here. There are so many names, it's hard to tell who we're gonna land on, and we're gonna get Tony Batty. He's a 78 overall, but at least we have a backup center now. And with our new 8-man lineup and backup center, the Wizards win 33 games. We were just 1 game back from a play-in team. This feels like we're taking baby steps every season. I just want to land on a good name, and this time it looks like we're gonna get, okay, we almost got Marcus Camby, but we got Markieff Morris. Markieff's gonna move into the starting lineup. We have a nice 9-man rotation now, and with Markieff Morris in the lineup, we actually get worse by 6 games. We need a big name here. This is crazy. And on the wheel, we're gonna get Jordan Hill. We just got Jordan Hill, bro. No disrespect to Jordan Hill, but he's tied for the worst person in our lineup. And now that we have a 10-man rotation, if we get somebody that's a 73 overall or worse, I'm just gonna respin the wheel. And with the addition of Jordan Hill, we won a career-high 34 games, but we're 1 game back from the play-in. But on the bright side, we're guaranteed a 74 overall or better since we have a 10-man lineup now. And on the wheel, we're gonna get Robert Parrish. That's huge. So now we not only have a 93 overall Robert Parrish in the lineup, but one of the 73 overalls is out of the lineup. Thanks to Robert Parrish, we won 39 games, and we're somehow not in the play-in. We're the 6th seed. The 4th seed in the East has a negative record. What is going on? So we're actually in the playoffs going up against the Hawks. 96% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. I don't have high expectations for this round, and we're gonna get swept. Let's see if we can get back-to-back really good players. And this time on the wheel, please, Jermaine O'Neal or Jerry Stackhouse. I don't really care. They're both really good. They're gonna make Jermaine O'Neal come off the bench for some reason, even though he's a higher overall than Terry Cummings. Whoa, we just went from 39 to 49 wins and 1 executive of the year, and Jermaine O'Neal's gonna help lead us to the 2 seed. That's crazy. He came off the bench for half the games and still averaged the 3rd most on the team. The only problem is we're 12 games back from the Knicks, so if we match up against them, it's probably not gonna be great. Let's see if we can get there first. We have to play the Celtics in the first round. Now the question is, can we win our first What? We just blew a 3-0 lead. I was gonna say, can we win our first playoff series? We just blew a 3-0 lead to a play-in team, and they made the conference finals too. That is crazy. Let's see if we can make up for it with a good spin here. And on the wheel, we're gonna get Pete Maravich. Is he even in 2K though? Oh, he is in 2K. He's a 94 overall. And that's a huge pickup. He's the second best player on the team now. Chauncey's gonna win 6th man of the year after being moved to the bench. And we're up from 49 to 53 wins. Let's see what seed we are this season. We're the 2 seed again. This time we're playing the Bulls in the first round. Hopefully we don't blow another 3-0 lead. Okay, now let's see if we can win our first playoff series. We do. And of course we have to go up against the Celtics. They have CJ McCollum now. They are a 6 seed. We should be able to win, bro. What is up with this team? Let's hope we get another good spin. We've gotten 3 big names in a row. Let's see if we can get blessed again. This time we're gonna get Darrell Wright. He's a Heat legend at least. And our worst player in the lineup is a 78, so if he's lower than that, we get a respin. And he's a 79, so welcome to the team, Darrell Wright. Unfortunately, that wasn't much of an upgrade, so we're the 2 seed again. We have the same exact first round matchup as last year. Okay, I thought we were gonna lose again. And we have to play the Celtics, but they're the 3 seed this time. If we didn't beat them as the 6 or the 7 seed, can we beat them as the 3 seed? We can. In the conference finals, we have to play the Pacers now. We're gonna go game by game here. Game 1, we're gonna blow them out. Game 2, we're gonna win by 12. Game 3, we're going to win by 11. We're not going to sweep. They're going to blow us out in Game 4. But we're on to the finals against the Mavericks. We had 2 wins less than last season, but this might be the season we finally do it. Game 1's going to go to the Mavericks, though. This one's not close. Pete Maravich led the way with 30. Nobody else really did anything. And then Kyrie and AD both had 30. And this series looks like it could be over already. The Mavericks go up 2-0. Okay, 16 points was our leading scorer. Are we actually going to go out like this? And we just got swept in the NBA Finals. Back to the wheel. Let's see if we can go back to getting some good pulls here. And on the wheel, it looks like we're gonna get Charles Barkley. That's huge. Our starting lineup looks elite now that we got Markieff Morris out of there. And Charles Barkley makes a huge difference, leading the Wizards to 68 wins. That's crazy. We had 51 wins last season. We're obviously the 1 seed. And we're a whole 19 games better than the Cavs. We're the only 50-win team in the conference, and we almost had 70. But we're not even the best team in the league. We should be able to easily make it back to the... Okay, what is going on? Back to the wheel we go, I guess. I didn't think we would have to come back here. And this time, oh my gosh, we're gonna get Dennis Rodman. I asked for him before, now we're gonna get him. They want Rodman to come off the bench for some reason, but now the worst player on our team is an 82 overall. Even with Rodman, we win the same number of games as last season. Let's see if we can actually make it out of the first round. This time we play the Bucks, we're gonna sweep. But now we have to play the Pacers, who beat us as the 8 seed last season. Let's just hope this season's different. They're the 5 seed now. We're gonna win in 5. And in the conference finals, we have to go up against the Cavs. Let's take it game by game. Game 1, we're gonna win by just 4 points. Game 2, we're gonna blow them out. Game 3, they're going to win by 7. Game 4, we take a 3-1 lead. They're going to beat us in Game 5 by 11 points, and we're moving on to the finals. We're either going to play a 3 or an 8 seed, and we're playing the 3 seed Warriors. They have Draymond at their center. He's like 6'6". Meanwhile, we have Rodman starting at small forward, so we have 3 bigs in our starting lineup. And then off the bench, we have 2 power forwards and a center, so we definitely have the size that they don't. And that size doesn't seem to be helping us a whole bunch, because with 2 minutes to go in Game 1, we're all tied up. Rodman in the corners and find Chauncey Billups, the wide open 3, and it's in and out. That is a huge miss. Curry's gonna kick it out. Who is... Wait, that's Kuminga? He's wearing number 1. That had me so confused. I just looked it up and he's wearing number 1 this season. I didn't even know he changed his number. But now we have Pete Maravich on the other end. He's gonna force up a layup. What is that? Now we have Al Horford setting the screen for Potts. He's gonna pull the 3 and he puts them up 6. So I guess 3-pointers matters more than size here. Pete Maravich is gonna drive and he's fouled. Jimmy Butler fouled out on that. That's kind of big, but I mean, he hasn't done anything yet. Pete Maravich's first free throw is good, and to make it a 4-point game, his second one's good. All we need here is stops. I'm happy that Jason Kidd's a good defender. I thought Curry was gonna make that. Charles Barkley's gonna swing it to Pete Maravich on the drive. Thank goodness that's a foul. That looked like a clean block. But now Pete Maravich can make it a 2-point game here. He's gonna sink his first free throw, and his second one is just barely gonna miss. But Robert Parrish makes it a 1-point game. So maybe size does matter after all. Now Jason Kidd needs to clamp up Curry here. Curry's gonna kick it to Buddy Hield, to Moses Moody, back to Buddy Hield for the 3, and it's in and out. That is a huge miss, and after being down 6, the Wizards can take the lead here. Pete Maravich is gonna put them up. That is a huge shot to give the Wizards the lead. Now Steph Curry gets a wide open 3, and it's in and out. So now we have Charles Barkley at the free throw line. The first one bounces in, and to give the Wizards a 3-point lead here, a second free throw is gonna miss. That's not good, because they can tie it up with a 2 or win it with a 3. 4 seconds to go. Curry, he's gonna pass out of the deep three, and he gets a turnover. That is a huge turnover. Jason Kidd can hit the dagger here. His first free throw is good, and to win game 1 of the finals, his second one's good. So after being down by 6, the Wizards are gonna come out with the win. And that's all thanks to Pete Maravich. And game 2 is also gonna go to the Wizards. Jason Kidd had 29 and 13. Pete Maravich and Jermaine O'Neal also dropped 25. And Charles Barkley had 22, 15, and 6 with 4 blocks. And in game 3, the Wizards go crazy after the first quarter to go up 3-0. Pete Maravich has been absolutely carrying this team, him and Jason Kidd. In game 4, the Wizards aren't gonna sweep. Nobody even had 20 on the team. And in game 5, it's still anyone's series with the Wizards being down 3 with 2 minutes to go. Pete Maravich is gonna miss the layup, but Parrish gets the putback dunk. So now we have a 1-point game here. Curry's gonna get a wide open 3, and he makes it a 4-point game. That was such a deep 3. Let's see if the Wizards can cook here on this possession, and Robert Parrish makes it a 2-point game. But now they just need a stop here. Robert Parrish leaves Horford wide open, and he's gonna miss. Now we have Barkley finding Maravich. He has a mismatch. Please don't do something stupid on Al Horford here. He's so lucky that's a foul. And now if he makes both of these, he can tie the game up here. His first one's good, and to tie the game at 101, his second one's good. Less than a minute to go. I'm scared Curry's gonna get an open 3. That screen didn't really work. He's gonna kick it out to Moody in the corner with 4 seconds left. Draymond's gonna come set the screen. Moody, the mid-range, and the miss. And now on the break, we have Charles Barkley. He's gonna slow it down. He's gonna find Jason Kidd with 8 seconds to go. He's gonna use the screen and pull the 3 over Curry, and he knocks it down for the lead. But they have Steph Curry, so it's still anyone's game here. Jimmy Butler's gonna find Moses Moody to Draymond Green for the corner 3. Why is that the play they went with? And finally, after 14 wheel spins, Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are NBA champions. And it's only fitting that Jason Kidd, who was with us since we had a 2-80 record, is gonna win the finals MVP. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see me put Russell Westbrook's career in reverse, click the video on the screen right now.